If you have anything negative to say about the Nelly and Ashanti new show, We Belong Together, I will tell you that you are a single, lonely, and miserable bitch. Are y'all watching the Nelly and Ashanti new show? Are We Belong Together? It is streaming on Peacock. This show is taking a look into Nelly and Ashanti's life, where they are blending their lives, family, and careers. Um, my only complaint is that they dropped all 8 episodes, and that was on, I believe, Thursday. So we got 8 30-minute episodes, and I happen to just binge watch them all. I will say that I was smiling and laughing through the entire duration of watching the show. You truly see the couple figuring out their new life together. Nelly and Shanti really gives off a warm family vibe, and I get all the feels, and I really do feel like it is genuine. I am rooting for them and wishing them the best and many more years to come. So let's get into it. Honestly, if you follow the blogs, then you've seen mostly what is being aired on the show, but it's in more in depth or intense or extensive. Um, so there's nothing really too new that you haven't really seen. Maybe like her birthday. You've seen her pictures. You've seen that Nelly threw it and surprised her. Um, and their Halloween bash, things like that. You've already seen details of it on the blogs, but I guess you get to see everything that leads up to it with the show. So you don't get too much of a new things on the show, but it's still a pleasure to watch. And also, plus Ashanti did say that she wasn't going to do a reality show unless she had full control. And you definitely do see that. We see the baby, but we don't see the baby. We see a blur of the baby. We see a toe and maybe a hand. But that is great for her to be able to control what is being seen, but also produce a great show. Right, so here's a as in quick for episode one, on episodes 1, 2, and 3. So episode one, we get the full story on how they initially met, what caused the first breakup, and how that one hug at the verses rekindled the flame. Okay, so they definitely discuss the highs and lows of the relationship in the beginning, the first stages when they were in their 20s, um, time away, and then time coming back together. The momager also provided her insight of the relationship, but she did let us know that as long as Ashanti is happy, she has no worries, which is great. You definitely do see her mom in a different light, because for me, I thought Ashanti Mama was the meanest woman in the world. She just had that uh, that mom stare down. What did they call that? The bitch face, the resting bitch face. But as you see her in the new light, I'm like, okay, she's a mom. She's gonna do what she needs to do to protect her child, as well as get her child working. So, momager is what is called. So I applaud her for keeping her daughter going for so many years. Um, so once again, in episode one, we see Nelly surprise Ashanti with a birthday party. She doesn't see it coming at all. He was like, this is just going to be a chill vibe, but all the family is there. Uh, After that, Ashanti opens up about going back to work. So she was asked to sing some Christmas melodies for Motown, but she has hesitation about leaving baby KK. From what I'm understanding, he's only four months old, and she just is trying to figure it out if it's a good thing to do or and how to do it. She says that she's turned down many opportunities before then, because she is a new mom, and will have separation anxiety, as anybody does. I mean, I went through it and I hated it. Um, she expressed these feelings to Nelly, and I just definitely loved how he is always supportive of her, have an active listening ear, and just showing up for her, letting her, speak on how she feels, and then also just provide his input, but not trying to force her to do anything at all. Um, they do also discuss living situations. If they want to live in New York or St. Louis, Nelly says that before the baby, before the marriage, he said very sternly that I was not going to be living in New York. So they do touch on that part. So we will see who will compromise on where they will live throughout these 8 episodes. So that's episode 1. Episode 2, they continue on. You know, Ashanti deciding on if she wants to do this Christmas special. So she's in the gym, she's working out, trying to lose weight. And she's mentioning that she does want to get her body back to normal, but also at the same time, something that I do admire is that she's not being so hard on herself. It's like she understands, she just had a baby, and she's not going to snatch back because we all know how Ashanti looks. She looks good when, so that's where she wants to be post baby, or pre baby, and we also get the birthing story of KK. We find out that she had a C-section and he came a month early. Um, but at the same time, she's while she's in the gym, she's saying all these things about wanting to lose weight. Nelly is like, "Baby, you still look good. Don't lose too much weight." So that is something that is nice to see. Very supportive because at the time of after having a kid, a woman is definitely insecure. I've had two. I have a 1 year old and 2 year. I'm sorry, a 1 year old and 3 year old now, and I was just a little low on myself. But either way, when you have a good support system, you can continue to, laugh and smile and enjoy life and not have all that pressure on you, which you will see in the show. So any moms out there, don't force it; it will come. um, so she does decide to do the Christmas special. But there is a surprise when she arrives. They want her to do the closing act. The closing act is going to mess up her being able to catch a flight back home because she did not leave enough breast milk for KK. So she's now kind of panicky or worried, like, okay, this was not part of the contract. I didn't know that this is what you wanted me to do. You guys told me 2 songs. Now it's 3 songs, a closing song. So she did speak with Debbie Allen, the producer, and they pretty much told her, you don't have to do the closing song. So Ashanti was able to go home or fly back in time to feed her child. Um, at the same time, while Ashanti is doing that, Nelly is in Atlanta, who's doing a concert. You do get to see him open up about being a new father, as well as being with his older son as well. Just discussing marriage and fatherhood. He definitely admits that he is hands off for the moment, not because he don't want to be, but also is because Ashanti is a momzilla. She's definitely a little possessive, as anyone. If you know, you don't want nobody touching the baby, not even the daddy. So he's like, she can have him until he can walk and talk. So I thought that was very cute. I'm glad that he is, letting things be and not forcing it, and as well as he is experienced, so he kind of knows how women are with they have their newborn. So kudos to him. Kudos to the friends that was listening to him and giving advice. Definitely enjoyed episode 2. And then we go into episode 3. So episode 3 is where we see it, Ashanti prepare and sing the national anthem for the Yankees game. As well as she's also low key planning Nelly's birthday party. So she's speaking with her friend about things, motherhood, and how recording this Christmas special was kind of stressful for her. And she came to the conclusion that she's not leaving her baby nowhere anymore. So now that Ashanti is in Atlanta now, after she sings that national anthem, she's in Atlanta. We see Nelly and his older kids and how they vibe together. It is good to see how well they blend their families already. I mean, even though she knew them, it's good that they are welcoming and opening to the new relationship as well. Uh, but I just want to put off a note that within this episode, Nelly definitely showed how much he does admire Black history, culture, and everything else because he talked about how about the Cowboys because the Halloween party that they're preparing for on this episode, how much Cowboys were a big influence in the American culture, as well as the baseball. Why he particularly likes the Dodgers because of how they allowed blacks into the league. So I thought that was very good for them to show how much he has knowledge on the Black culture as well, and he's just not a rapper. He does have some a mind and things like that. So my final thoughts is that within these 3 episodes, we it's a lot of love and fun, and we see them bonding with both families. If you haven't watch the show, I suggest that you try or give it a chance because I think it's a good watch. Once again, it's just 30 minutes and 8 episodes. So definitely drop a comment and let me know if you enjoy the show as much as I have, and I will come back with the remaining episodes later on. But thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. You guys, thanks for watching and have a great day.